What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. I am your cook, Spinelli. I am the self-proclaimed wing king and the prince and ruler of all lemon pepper wings. Now, if you're looking for a good lemon pepper recipe, click that link above me. That's the best lemon pepper recipe on the planet. If anybody tell you any different, tell them to go hide under a rock. Tell them Spinelli said it. Now, in today's video, I got a special request from a subscriber, the Truth 305. She asked me to make some hot honey Caribbean wings using jerk spices. And guess what? I did just that. You don't believe me? Watch this. I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, guys, so here are the ingredients we're going to use today for this recipe. Now, I know it looks like a lot, so don't get intimidated. But the reason is because these are going to be Caribbean style wings. So we got to make a Caribbean style seasoning, which is really a jerk seasoning. So if you know about jerk chicken and jerk seasoning, there are a lot of ingredients that goes into jerk to make a jerk seasoning. So that's why we got these ingredients. However, then we got to also make our hot honey sauce. So what we have here, we have our published green wise chicken. We have hot sauce, kosher salt, black pepper, cayenne pepper. We have 2 serrano chili peppers. Now, again, you can omit the chili peppers if you want to. It's all on you. However, you guys know I love that heat. I love a little heat. You remember, guys, I like my wings like I like my women hot. I got bourbon, apple cider vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, some ground ginger, ground nutmeg, allspice, ground allspice too, paprika, some garlic, not garlic cloves, what I'm thinking about, ground cloves, soy sauce, some ground cinnamon, and here are some dried chili peppers. We got some brown sugar, and we're going to use a little thyme. So these are the ingredients that we're going to use. We got a lot to do, a lot to cover, but it's going to be excellent, guys. So let's go ahead and continue. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is prepare our jerk paste, if you will. I know jerk paste seasoning, whatever you want to call it. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to add it to all the seasoning to a blender. Then we're going to blend it up, and then we're going to apply it to the chicken. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then I'm going to add 1/3 cup of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of ginger. I'm sorry, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. I don't know why I would say thyme, but it's thyme. 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And here we're going to add our one chopped serrano pepper. In here I have a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of allspice, teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a teaspoon of ground cloves, all in here. So I'm going to dump that in here. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to cover this up, and we're going to give it a good mix. And I'm going to turn this volume down because this is going to be pretty loud. And let's take a look at it. And this is what we have. That's what we got. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to apply this to our chicken. All right. See you in a bit. All right. So here's our chicken. Now I've already cut and cleaned it and washed it, so it's good to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take our jerk seasoning and I'm just going to pour it over this chicken, just like this. I'm going to put all of it over it. And I'm gonna give it a mix. Nice little mix. You wanna make sure that all the wings are touching this sauce. You know how they say leave no stone unturned? Leave no wing unturned without this sauce. All right, so this is what we have. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this up and I'm gonna let it sit for about 4 hours. In this sauce, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get this thing started. Well, not get it started, already started, but get these bad babies in the oven so we can finish this recipe. All right, see you in about 4. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and prepare our hot honey sauce. And I'm gonna do this the same time as I marinate the chicken. The reason being is because we want all these spices to really marry together and sit for a while before we actually apply it to our cooked wings. So let's go ahead and prepare it, and then we're gonna sit it aside and let it reserve on the side for the same amount of time the chicken is marinating and cooking. So that's gonna probably be about 4 or 5 hours. What I have right here, I have 1 cup of honey. So what we're gonna do, well, let me turn this thing on real quick, and I'm gonna add this 1 cup of honey. Now you don't want to bring this to a boil. You want to bring this to a simmer. You don't want to boil this. You don't want this to come to a boil. So add your 1 cup of honey. I have 1 Serrano pepper chopped. I have 4 dried chilies. 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. 2 tablespoons of bourbon. And I have 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to stir these ingredients all together. And again, you don't want to bring this to a boil. You just want to bring it to a slight simmer, and you're going to just let it cook on low, like on a low simmer, for about 30 to 45 minutes. All right. So I'm gonna let this cook, and I'll be back. All right, so we're still letting it simmer. It's been in here now for about 15 minutes. I'm going to let it do it probably about another 30 minutes. Another 15 to 20 minutes to get those peppers and all that seasoning all infused together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to strain it and set it aside. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, so we're about 45 minutes into this, into the sauce. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to strain this. So what I want to do is I have a bowl here. Let me turn this off real quick. We don't need that on anymore. I have a bowl here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to strain it, because I don't want the seeds and all that stuff in there, and the peppers. We're just going to strain it in here, just like this. I mean, you don't have to do this. You can put all the seeds and peppers in it if you want to, but I want to take mine out. And this is what we got. See, guys, this is. I mean, you can put this in a jar and store it, and like I say, I'm gonna probably use it for not only on these wings. I'm gonna put it in the remainder of it and store it and use it, as I see fit. All right, and you can do the same. Looks great. I'm about to give it a taste and see what it tastes. Man, you know what? Let me do it right here while we're sitting here. See what this tastes like. It's good. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let this sit, and we got probably about 3 more hours for the chicken to finish marinate, and I'll see you then. All right. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to spray our grates with cooking spray. I've already lined our baking sheet with aluminum foil. Guys, you know this is for easy cleanup and making sure your chicken doesn't stick to your pan. All right, so go ahead and do that, and we're going to move on. All right, and get these chicken pieces onto the pan and get them into the oven. All right, guys, so here are our chicken pieces right here. Take a look at this. They've been marinating for about 4 hours, so I'm going to add them to the pan. They smell and look good. So I'm gonna add them skin side down, 1/2 inch to 1 inch apart. I'm gonna try not to overcrowd my pan because I want to give these chicken pieces some room to breathe, to let them flourish while they're in this this hot sauna. So go ahead, add your chicken pieces. I can already tell that this is going to be, this one here is going to probably occupy top, going to be in my top 10. You know, if you can make it in my top 10 as a wing, man, I'm telling you, you have to be a really good wing. This one here, I can tell gonna make it in my top 10. All right, guys, look at what we got here. All right, so let's get them in the oven. All right, so let's get these bad babies over here in the oven. And what we're gonna do is we're going to cook them on 400 degrees for about 50 minutes. I'm gonna do 50 minutes. Guys, again, if you like your chicken that, you know, I like mine extra crispy, so I cook mine typically for 50 or 55 minutes. Always adjust your time based in temperature based on what you like, what your desire is, but this is what I do. Like I say, I'm always just giving you guys a guideline. So anyway, I'll see you guys in half of the time. Of course, we're gonna flip them over in 25 minutes and see what they look like. All right, guys, so we're 25 minutes in and look at what we got. Oh man, this is what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go ahead and flip these over and allow them to finish cooking on the other side for the remaining 25 minutes. Now you can smell that cinnamon and that nutmeg and those cloves and that allspice. It really has a scent that's really tasty. Look at that. All right, 25 more minutes and we're gonna be good to go. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pour these bad babies out for a second. And what I'm gonna do is I got our honey. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to baste them. We're about 10 minutes from the end of the cooking time. So I'm gonna start basting both sides with some of this hot honey. And I'm gonna do it on both sides. So I'm gonna put these back in once I finish basting them. Put them back in for about another minute, flip them over, baste the other side, and then we're gonna pull them out. Yeah, it looks like we're a little bit under 10 minutes. I just checked the timer. We're a little bit under 10 minutes. So I'm gonna let these sit in here for about, put them back in for about another 1 to 2 minutes. And then baste the other side. All right, guys, they are done. Man, let's take them out. Sit them over here on the counter and let's have a look at them. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Take a look at that. Oh, yes. This is what I'm talking about. This is, like we said in South, this is what I'm talking about. You know, not what we talking about, what we talking about. Look at this, guys. All right, let's get these things plated up so we can start eating. I'm ready. All right, guys, so let's get these things plated up. Yes. Oh my goodness. We already got this. We're not gonna shake and bake these. You don't have to. What we're gonna do is we're just going to place them here on this clean plate. And then we're gonna do an extra coating of extra coating of that hot honey sauce. But remember, guys, if you want to shake it, bake it, go ahead, shake it, bake it. Man, these things look amazing. Let's take a look at it. Look at that. Amazing. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start basting these with some of this hot honey sauce. Guys, look at that. Some of the additional hot honey sauce over these. Oh, that is, this is a masterpiece. All right, let's finish this off. And there you have it, guys. Hot honey Caribbean wings. Go ahead, let me know what you think about that. Go ahead and start leaving comments on this video. Go ahead, I'm telling you, go ahead and start leaving these comments. Take a look at this. Caribbean hot honey wings. And remember, guys, one of my subscribers recommended that I make this recipe. And I don't know if she wants me to tell you what her name is, but anyway, it doesn't matter because it's in the comments. So the Truth 305 recommended that I make some of these hot honey Caribbean wings, and I tell you right now, I owe her big time for challenging me to do this right here. This is amazing. Take a look at this, guys. I do have the ingredients and the measurements. They're all in the video description below, like always, so you can check that out. Also, if you're missing any of these items, you can always check those links in the video description and take you to Amazon where you can purchase them. You guys know it always helps the channel when you do so. And remember, I have that all wings everything merch. So guys, if you want to support the channel, this is the way to do it. Go get your all wings everything shirt, tee, and I'm telling you, that automatically gives you superpowers to make these delicious recipes. I'm telling you. So guys, go ahead, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel and you love good wing recipes and you love easy appetizer recipes, I recommend you hit that subscribe button because you won't be disappointed. And until then, I am your cook Spinelli, and I am out. Peace.